That's the reality of it. Where you get the truth, where you get the real, where you get to see all the things that's going on all around you. And we tell it like it is.
Hello, America. Thank you for tuning in to That's the Reality of It. I'm Maisha.
And I'm William, and we have a fantastic show coming up for you, so do not go anywhere.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Bryant Jenkins in Reisterstown can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
It's time to hit the trails on a bike from the Pikesville Bicycle Shop. They have all makes and models for all ages and sizes, and they'll service your bike and customize it to fit your needs. So for the very best variety of bikes, the best service and price, come to Pikesville Bicycle Shop or call 410-602-BIKE and take advantage of our special deals.
I love my Hero.
Who's booking your YOLO vacation?
Call Nicole, your land and cruise expert. Remember, the internet's for looking, but Nicole is for booking.
Welcome to Let's Talk with Maisha. I am Maisha.
And I'm William.
Hi, William.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us today. We are going to talk about one of my babies. The name of this company is Community Care Housing, LLC, and we have some really great housing initiatives that we would like to share with you. So
housing initiatives, that's...
Yeah, so one of the things we do is we provide low-income housing, long-term housing support, short-term housing support, ongoing wraparound services. And when we say wraparound services, we collaborate with other organizations to bring services that focus on the tenant in a way that supports them in all aspects of their life.
You mentioned that you didn't want to have houses where the tenants can't afford it because they have problems with the houses that you have.
Yes. So we don't want to have the typical landlord-tenant relationship. So we collaborate with other organizations to screen the tenants and find out what their needs are before placement. We find out what they want and what they need and how we can accommodate them with some of the other organizations. So there would be the wraparound services. So it could like financial support. We even have psychiatric and medical collaborations. We have skilled nurses, dietary management, and pharmacy services. Also home and safety skills, and what else?
And all these are geared for the tenants that
Yes.
moving to the... So they have the opportunity to use all of these services?
They do. That's what
Okay.
wraparound service is all about.
Okay.
Yes.
So they have the opportunity, once they become tenants, you make sure that it's affordable for them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
because we want them to stay, especially if they're looking at long term. We want them to be able to stay.
Okay.
So we don't want to play the game where they're struggling. They know they can't afford it, but they need a place to live. So they may come in knowing they're only going to be there for 2 or 3 months. They can't pay their rent. Go through the eviction process. So we want to just allay all of that. We want to know where they are, how we can support them. If they want to stay for a year or 2 or 3 or 4, what needs to happen, what that looks like. Are they employed? Do they have any resources coming in? Some people struggle with their BG&E bills and various bills. And we can provide them with that roadmap.
So what's the requirement for them to get into one of your houses other than not being able to afford regular rent?
So they need to call and go through the screening process.
Okay.
And then we will connect them with the services that they require. So they first make contact.
Okay.
Let us know that they're interested. They may need the housing and the support. And then we can take them through the steps.
Okay, so you said you had like 100 houses or 100 beds?
We're looking to fill 100 beds.
Mm-hmm.
We're building relationships with other facilities that want to provide the housing, as well as we also have housing, which takes us to the internship that we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to provide, through our housing component, we're going to help people learn about little construction, and we're seeking interns.
Okay, for like home improvement, nursing.
Yes,
things like
home
that.
improvement. And once they go through our internship, it's a paid stipend that's available. We'll offer them the opportunity to take the Maryland Home Improvement Test.
Okay.
And
management too, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, and if they don't have their GED, we can collaborate. We can connect them to organizations that can help them get their GED. We can show them how to start their own businesses. That's all a part of the housing initiative that we're doing with the internship as well.
Now, do they have to be on social service to get this, or do they have to?
No,
No?
they just need to be, as far as the housing or the internship.
Housing.
The housing, no, they need to make contact and go through the assessment process, which is really short and sweet. It's not brutal, it's not, so we have companies that we've collaborated with that will come and do the assessment. That's very important. The assessment is really crucial.
How important is their income, income level? Because if they can't afford, like you said, housing, you have housing facilities that...
Yeah, we do have low-income housing, and we have single-room occupancies. So we have some people who come in and they may need a bed. We have some where we have shared space, where they have their own private rooms, but then they have a shared kitchen and bathroom that we offer. And then we, depending upon what they qualify for.
You mentioned veterans too.
Oh yeah, we love our veterans. Yes, absolutely. Seniors, some disabled, people with disabilities. Yeah, just if you need housing and you need support, give us a call.
And all those other resources and things that you're able to give them with the financial issues they may have.
Yes, that's all. All of that will come out with the assessment.
Gotcha. How can they contact you?
We have a phone number, which you will display, right?
Okay. Yep, absolutely.
And also we have an email right now, communitycarehousing@gmail.com.
Okay, girl, you're doing it up.
Yeah.
Up. So there's a lot of information, and they can go to your website to get, if they want more detailed information.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk with Maisha. Since she doesn't want to close it, I'll close it for her. We'll be right back.
For all your pharmacy needs and prescriptions, call Pharmacy Solutions, LLC, the community pharmacy the mayor honored for its commitment in providing the community with affordable prescriptions. Pharmacy Solutions takes your health very personally with patient consultation and a patient assistance program for the uninsured and those with specialty drug needs. To learn more about the program and how to transfer your prescriptions to Pharmacy Solutions, LLC, call them today because they breathe life back into our community.
Make the most of those long summer days. Wake up ready for more fun in the sun after a restoring night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress. And with Beauty Rest Endless Summer Savings, there's no better time to buy than now.
Beauty Rest Silver. Sophisticated design paired with intuitive technology that will leave you refreshed, restored, and ready for the day.
Visit the owner-operated Sleeptime Bedding and Mattress Showroom, where you will get personal attention. Be lifted up and inspired by Larry Goodwin's new gospel CD, No More T-Shirt Funerals.
Life is much too
It touches the personal pain of those who lost loved ones due to senseless gun violence. Get this powerful CD and share the message.
just as you are.
Welcome back to That's the Reality of It. I am here at the Appalachian Clinic with Miss Stacy Elder. So if you got a lot of hair on your face or your body, and no matter what nationality you are, she can get it off. Now I have a question. How long does it usually take to get hair off?
Now, this requires several treatments, and so we're having a treatment today. She will need to return consistently, and so once we do that, then she's going to be finished. The hair that I'm removing today will not come back, and that people don't understand about hair. Hair does not just grow like we think overnight.
You get any bumps when you, I know when we shave, sometimes men have those shave bumps.
Right, you're getting bumps. Generally, that's because you're shaving too closely and the hair is above the skin. That means then you're not going to get that smooth shave. The option is to get electrolysis, and so no hair, no bumps. Then therefore, it also gets rid of the dark mark, and then your skin begins to look beautiful and smooth, and you have no problems. And so for men, backs, fingers, some men don't like hairy fingers and hands. We also do hairlines and eyebrows and underarm bikini lines. Basically, if you have hair and time and money, you can get rid of it.
I've been coming to the Epilation Clinic for several years now. They are very caring and knowledgeable and very skillful in what they do, and I've been very pleased with their service.
I love coming to the Epilation Clinic because they take care of all of my hair removal needs, and I'm very satisfied.
Our practice meets and exceeds nationally accepted medical standards for sterilization and patient protection. Come by to experience for yourself why the Epilation Clinic is the right choice for your hair removal needs and begin living that hair-free, carefree lifestyle today.
The grand opening of the Owens Mills MD Furniture Store is here, with furniture like you've never seen before, with furniture designs and styles from all over the world, showcasing beautiful living room, dining room, and awesome bedroom and dinette sets. MD Furniture has a large collection of exotic and unique furniture, including imported accessories and crystal chandeliers. Whatever your taste in furniture, from contemporary, modern, traditional, or exotic, MD Furniture has it. So come to MD Furniture and mention this commercial for a special discount. Attention Baltimore! Stop wasting your money going to those expensive appliance stores. Liberty Discount Appliance has what you want for much less. Liberty Discount Appliance has beautiful refrigerators, washers, dryers, and stoves for as much as 60% off. You get big discounts on brand new appliances with just a few scratches and used appliances in excellent condition. You would be amazed at the quality of the appliances, and credit is no problem. So come to Liberty Discount Appliance in Randallstown. You won't be disappointed.
Welcome back to That's the Reality of It. And again, with me is Dr. Heller from Whithome Gastrology. Gastroenterology. A mouthful.
It's a tongue twister.
And we talked about, in the last show, diverticulosis and diverticulitis, correct?
Correct.
And we talked about some things that people say that another gastrologist say that they shouldn't do and what they can do and what they don't have to eliminate from their diet. But for those who do have it, we want to get into that aspect. For those who do have it and have it from mild to medium to severity, what are the procedures to helping them?
Well, again, the majority, and we're talking the vast, vast majority of people can have diverticuli, a few of them, a ton of them. And we'll never know that they have that other than if they've had some imaging tests that demonstrated that, or if they, what we would hope is their screening colonoscopy at age 50. But there are a minority of people that can present with symptoms. One would be bleeding, and that's not diverticulitis, but symptomatic diverticular disease where people can bleed and bleed very severely.
Okay, let me stop you there. So for those who are not sure what diverticulosis is, explain what that is again.
We mentioned that on the last show, I'm sure. Those diverticuli are little outpouchings of the colon that the majority of us, 3/4 of us, if we get to be lucky enough to be 75, will have. The vast majority of people don't have any problems with them. But there are two things, for the most part, that can happen. One is bleeding, and one is severe bleeding. That bleeding usually requires someone presenting to the hospital so we can make sure their blood count isn't going too low. Even though that bleeding is severe, the vast majority of that time the bleeding stops. If it doesn't, then sometimes we'll obtain various radiologic tests that tell us hopefully where that bleeding is occurring.
And where's it going?
Well, we know where it's ultimately coming out. We know where it's going. Okay. But is it coming mainly from the right side or the left side of the colon? If that can be identified, then sometimes the radiologist can actually inject little foam into those small feeding arteries to stop that bleeding. Short of that, sometimes people need emergency surgeries. The second thing that can happen with people with diverticular disease is they have diverticulitis, an inflammation of those outpouchings. For the vast majority of people, that's a localized tenderness that's treated often with oral antibiotics, if fairly mild. If more severe, sometimes people need to get intravenous fluids and IV antibiotics. Sometimes people have collections of infections that need to be drained radiologically. And lastly, if someone has a severe case of diverticulitis, they may need surgery emergently. And oftentimes that will require at least temporary colostomy.
What is that?
That colostomy is where a portion of the colon is brought out to the skin surface, where the area that's very inflamed can be allowed to rest and heal. And then at a later period of time, the colon is reconnected back down.
When you say brought out to the skin, you mean outside of your body? I mean,
you'd be moving your bowels through your skin.
Through your skin.
Right. There's a little hole there.
And where does this stuff go? Into a bag or something?
Yeah, there's a contraption that people have, and come a long way. It's not as yucky as you think it would be.
Sounds pretty yucky.
But again, that's usually a temporary maneuver to be reconnected at a later date. You don't like taking the infected part out and connecting immediately, because that connection doesn't hold up very well.
Now, sometimes people can tell if the bleeding is going through from an infection through their stools, right? And the stools are usually black.
Well, usually black stools usually represent bleeding a little higher up in the digestive tract. Classically, things like ulcers. Less commonly would be diverticular bleeding on the very far side of the colon that would cause a black stool. Normally red stuff from diverticular disease.
Okay, and sometimes they can turn into cancer, correct?
No, there hasn't been a great relationship between diverticular disease and cancer.
Okay. How can they reach you, doctor?
Well, again, our office locally in Pikesville is 410-602-7782. We'll be happy to speak with anyone, see anyone if they have any digestive issues.
All right, that's Dr. Haller. And if you have any more questions that we may not have addressed, make sure you contact his office, talk with him. Excellent doctor. He does my colonoscopy. He knows literally the inside of me. Okay, I don't know if you want to see that, but I trust what he says. I might start eating nuts now and some corn and popcorn because I believe in you, doctor.
Oh, very good.
I appreciate you coming.
Thanks so much.
Okay, give me that number again.
410-602-7782.
And your practice?
Woodholm Gastroenterology Associates.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You can look eye to eye at anyone when you're wearing the exquisite couture frames from Eye to Eye. Their beautiful exclusive eyewear is imported from all over the world, including London, Tokyo, Milan, and Paris. You will not see these frames anywhere else. The specialists at Eye to Eye have the finest frames, great personalized service, and they do all the customizing in their in-house lab. So call or come in and get the most fashionable and unique eyewear only at Eye to Eye. If you're having a tough time selling your home or leasing your property, call Kemp & Associates Real Estate and Property Management, the real estate specialists. Kemp & Associates specialize in residential, commercial sales, and lease and property management. They have expert comprehension services for investors, property owners, first-time home buyers, landlords, and tenants. Call today to buy or list your property and see how fast it goes.
Kemp & Associates, your real estate specialist. Don't make a move without us.
Hey, Baltimore, what time is it?
It's crab time! And they are at United Crab and Seafood, the home of the half bushel, where we believe the best crabs are the best deal.
They have the best crabs and seafood platter in town all year round.
And they have catering for all occasions and events. Go to their website and see their extensive seafood menu.
United Crab and Seafood, located on Liberty Road near Northern Parkway.
Okay, I'm back with Lisa, and we're here at By Grace Counseling Service, and Lisa's going to give her some background on your story, how you got into a situation where you felt like you needed to use drugs. What is your drug of choice?
Right now I am in here for heroin.
Okay.
But I am crack cocaine and alcohol are my downfall.
Okay. So, but you don't feel what the heroin was. It's just the crack cocaine and the alcohol?
That was my drug of choice.
Okay.
The crack cocaine, the heroin. When I started using heroin, it became, I couldn't get away from it.
Okay. So how long have you been doing drugs?
Since I was young. I was around 8 years old when I had my first alcoholic beverage.
8 years old?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And
Did you sneak it?
Yes.
Okay, so your parents didn't know you were doing it?
No, my parents didn't know until, teenagers that
Really?
we were drinking and partying as kids. And
Okay. 'Cause the reason why I'm asking is because usually if you're at 8 years old and you're drinking alcohol, you got to be acting differently. You can't be acting like a normal kid and have had some alcohol in in your body.
well, it was because there was chaos at the home.
Okay,
Yes.
so the family structure wasn't
Right.
like it should
And
be.
it wasn't noticeable. I come from, alcoholic parents, drugs.
Okay. Oh, so your parents did alcohol and drugs as well?
Yes.
Wow, so you didn't really have a fighting chance.
No.
Wow.
No. And I come from, alcoholics and drug addiction, very prevalent in the family. And around my friends, the friends that I met, 12 years old, started smoking with pot. And I pretty much have been using all my life.
Wow. That's sad.
Yes.
What made you decide to stop?
Because I wanted to have a life. The way that I was living this past year was no way for anyone to live.
And which way was that?
I found myself having to do things that were, degrading and very shameful in order to feed a habit that...
Like maybe prostitution?
Yes.
Stealing?
Yes.
Okay, and you decided you just had enough of that?
Yes.
Okay. And how old are you?
38.
38? Okay, so right now you made up your mind, said that is it.
Yes, I had a little bit of help. My boyfriend and I, we both were like, we just don't want to live like this anymore.
So your boyfriend was also an addict?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's in recovery.
He's in recovery as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And
you have any children?
I have 2 girls.
Okay.
And right now my oldest, I really don't have a relationship with. She's 21. My youngest is 15. And I'm working on
building a relationship back then?
Yes.
Well, they got to feel proud of you making this step to heal yourself.
I know my youngest is.
She is?
Yes.
Praise God.
And my oldest, I do believe she is too, but I think with her, it'll be more seeing it.
Right.
You
were not in your children's life that much because of the addiction?
Growing up, they were with me all the time. It wasn't until earlier this past year that I asked my mom to take custody of my youngest. And my oldest, when she turned 18, she went to college.
Wow.
So
okay.
I raised I raised both of them, and with my husband, my soon-to-be ex-husband, we were a little family of 4. I just hid my addiction very well.
Good. That's awesome. So how has it been for you being here By Grace?
It's been life-saving. This is my 4th go-around with drug treatment, and I think so far has been the best place for me.
What's different about this place than the other ones that you were able to recover?
The camaraderie.
Okay.
The way Miss Pam runs it, it's a smaller group, it's a smaller environment. We have rules that we go by, but we're able to interact with each other. We do our own peer groups, which are led by one of the clients, and it's very caring. She comes in and she cares. She's on top of us. She checks in with us, makes sure we're okay. And the staff here, the counselors, they're here for us.
Okay.
And it doesn't feel like I'm just a number.
Right, you feel like a person.
Yeah, I feel like a person.
Person with people around you that care.
Yes. And when I shared about some of the things that I've had to do and go through this last year, I don't feel judged.
And you know what the good thing about it is, because Pam, who owns By Grace Counseling Center, has gone through exactly what you've gone through, so she can relate. I think that's a big plus when you're dealing with recovering and in a place, because if the owner has gone through it, you know she can relate to you.
Yes, and that makes me feel like I'm not alone.
Praise God. Well, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Much success in your recovery, and I know you're going to get the family back, and you're going to be great.
Thank
Plus,
you.
you might be a model. I told you you look like a model. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I used to be on crack cocaine.
I used to be on heroin.
I used to be on heroin.
I used to be on pills.
And now we're not.
My name is Pamela Dukes. I used to be an addict. Now I'm the owner of By Grace Counseling Services, where we help addicts become productive members of society.
By Grace Counseling Services is a certified methadone clinic, and they can help you live a drug-free life. Don't fight those demons alone. Call 443-831-0191. Call now.
Hey Baltimore, have you tasted the delicious food at the new Hibiscus Smoke Grilled restaurant at 110 West 25th Street? If not, you have to go there. Their American, authentic Jamaican, and Mediterranean food tastes so good, you'll never want to go anywhere else. They have delicious smoked meats, ribs, and hibiscus rotisserie chicken that you can take out or enjoy in their beautiful exotic decor restaurant. They are open Tuesday through Saturday with breakfast served all day long. So if you're hungry, make sure you get the delicious food from Hibiscus Restaurant.
Praise the Lord. This is Pastor Monroe Page from the Rose of Sharon Church at 62 Magnet Bridge Road. And whatever you going through today, we got the answer. The answer is in the Word of God. God is a healer because He heals you when you're sick. God will deliver you when you're going through your trials and your tribulations and your ups and downs and you don't know what to do. Just call on God. God said, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. So come out and enjoy Jesus with us. We got the answer is the Word of God.
Would you like to make $300 to over $3,000 a week on your own time? Then call Odyssey Production and join their marketing team by selling TV advertisements. And you can get paid each day. For more information, go to the employment section on our website or call 443-394-7333.
Okay, Maisha.
Exciting, informative.
Very informative.
Yes.
All those things that you're doing. Is
Support resources.
Absolutely. And I know you'll get a lot of calls from putting you on blast, because a lot of people want to put people on blast.
You're such a troublemaker.
Hey, what can I tell you? I'm about making things right. And if it ain't right, I want to put it out there.
Okay.
You know, especially when they're going to tell me, you threatened me.
Okay, all right.
Calm me down.
Breathe. Who's
Anyway, Absolute Show. Make sure you watch it every Sunday at 1 a.m. on my TV. And as always, when God gives you another day, that's another opportunity to do the right thing.
Be blessed.
God first, because through Him all things are possible. See you next week.